I'm going to teach you an eye exercise today. The perspective on this eye exercise is to strengthen some of the muscles that see far off into the distance in your eyes. The reason why this exercise is important, especially in winter, is if you're living inside a lot, what you're going to be doing is your eyes are going to be cast into the size of the room that you're in. So your eyes are never going to be flexing this range of motion of looking way off into the distance. You're cast by the room you're in, so you can't see very far. So you start to get weak ranges of motion in your eyes. So the exercise that I like to do is I look off into the horizon and I find trees that are bordering the sky. And what I do is I challenge my eyes to be able to count individual branches in as much detail as possible. So I'll flip and looking through this little window of trees across the river, I start to see some trees off in the horizon. And now what I'm going to do with my eyes is I'm going to focus in on a branch and I'm going to count and I'm going to work through the various thicknesses of branches, actually counting and forcing my eyes, telling my eyes, I want that range of motion and I want you to be able to adjust there. So if I'm looking at the top of this tree straight across, I'm going to start with some of the thicker branches and I'm going to count 1, 2, and I'm going to focus in on them, and then I'm going to go further up the branch to these thinner branches and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, then I'm going to go up a little bit higher and I'm just going to keep going, and then that really creates a nice range of motion as our eyes actually get quite trapped in their ranges of motion of being inside a room and they're never challenged to look off far into the distance. And so that's a fantastic eye exercise to get this nice visual field. So that's one of my staples, and I think it's very important to think when we're looking at the health of our body is the range of motion of our eyes and getting out of that just looking as far as the room will allow us to look. Get outside and do this viewing far off tree exercise.